Hi, this is Di. I recently had laser surgery on my eye. My son Caleb had it previously, had it over the summer. I will make sure to put an eye in the sky to the video of him having his eye lasered. And now it was my turn. The eye doctor found something on my eye. The illness I have causes retinal angiomas. That is when the capillaries on my retina, on the back of my eye, form into a hemangioblastoma, which is a tumor made from blood vessels. The objective of the laser surgery is to stop it from growing. About 60% of the people with my illness have lesions on their retina, and mine was a relatively small lesion, and small lesions are easier to treat. I had the procedure in Seattle, which is about 35 minutes from where I live without traffic. It can be, an hour and a half with traffic. And so I had my husband drive me down. If you're watching this because you're going to have laser surgery on a hemangioma on your retina, do take my advice. I would tell you to make sure you have a driver. My husband, Jerry, took the day off of work and drove me down to my appointment. When they first found the angioma on Caleb's eye, they wanted to go ahead and laser it right then, but he had taken the bus into the city and he didn't feel comfortable taking the bus back after having his eye lasered, and that turned out to be a really good call because he felt really sick after his surgery. So I would say make sure you have transportation. I think an Uber would be just fine for doing it, but you probably don't want to drive your car. One of your eyes is dilated, and it's a big dilation. It takes about 4 or 5 hours to wear off, so you're not going to feel like driving. I felt a little piratey afterwards where I just wanted to keep the one eye closed. Ahoy, mateys. So that's not a good way to drive. The first clip you're gonna see is when I had just had the surgery, and I wanted you to know exactly what the procedure felt like. I am out of my appointment. Can you tell which eye I had lasered? It's a little dilated. It's kind of nice having the other one not dilated, but maybe that's why Caleb gets such a bad stomachache from his, maybe because it's off kilter. So we're gonna head home. Everybody says they want to go to sleep. Well, first you have that contact lens in your eye. I've never had a contact lens in my eye. All it does is really just hold your eyelid open. You could mess it up. I mean, you can look around. But they have a blinking light you look at. And I've had so many eye tests where I've had to look at the blinking light that is like automatic. I just stare right at that blinking light. So that part was easy. But then when the laser fires, and I had asked Jerry to get footage and he had rebelled and said no way, he was not getting footage. So I won't have any footage of my laser surgery, but I'm gonna show you the eye in the sky to Caleb's laser surgery. You can see I got a little bit of footage in there. And, and I did get some pictures of my eye. So I'll insert those here. You can see where my eye is, and you can see where that tumor was starting to form. She lasered it till it turns white. I mean, it's just like they do with, I was teasing her about, hey, and I also have this varicose vein I want you to work on, because it is the same technique. It's just in the back of your eyeball. But here's the part no one told me about. This was the surprise. It hurts. It hurts a lot. It feels like an ice pick through your eyeball. No one mentioned that. Like, wouldn't you mention that every time, just while the laser was firing? Not before, not after. But while it's firing, people said they got a headache. Well, yeah, I know why. Because there's a dang ice pick in your eyeball. All right, we're gonna make the trip home. Caleb said he just wanted to go straight home, so that's what we're doing. So if you're watching this because you are going to get a tumor lasered out of your eye, I wanted to tell you, it hurts afterwards right here, like my sinuses. It felt like a sinus headache, sort of, and it hurts right in there. Or that Smith Tower, right there. That white building.
See it. Sees it.
And then that's the King County Jail right in front of it, and then Harborview is here on the left. So yeah, it hurts afterwards. Nobody told me it would hurt. And I checked with a whole group of people that had this, and they all said, oh no, it'll be fine. You'll just want to go home and take a nap. That's why I took the day off of work. But if you're going to get this done, do note it does hurt on the side that you had lasered. Just a little more if you are getting this procedure. During the procedure, the light is really super bright, like a laser, and so it makes it where you feel like you should hold really still and you don't want to breathe, but it's really imperative that you breathe, because if you're not breathing, you'll faint. And I guess young men tend to be the demographic that faints during the procedure. So knowing that, I was taking slow, deep breaths through my nose throughout the procedure, so I could hold still and feel like I was holding still, but yet still know I wasn't gonna faint. And she's like, "Oh yeah, breathe," but I have breathing under control. That was not an issue. I did feel some flip-flopping in my stomach, kind of like when you're on a roller coaster, and so it was weird because where I was sitting was right next to a big garbage can. Like I'm thinking, well, the garbage can's right there, and then for the trip home, because Caleb got really nauseated on the trip home in traffic and bumpy roads like that, I brought a couple Solo cups in case I was gonna throw up. I brought Solo cups and put a paper towel inside that catches anything, there's no splash. So I brought a couple of those just in case. I don't feel like I'm gonna throw up, but just in case. And I took a...
driving, yes.
Huh?
I am driving, so there's that. That might help.
His driving might just make me want to throw up, yes. And I did take a Zofran, if you're familiar with that medication. It prevents nausea. It prevents you from throwing up. You still get nauseated, but you don't puke. So I did take a Zofran before. Not everybody has those around the house, but I do, and so I took advantage of that. So that might be part of the reason I'm feeling a little bit better than Caleb did when he had his laser surgery, because I Zofran first. Caleb and I have the same eye doctor. We have the same illness that causes the tumors in our eyes. So whenever we can double up on doctors, we do that in hopes that the record keeping is a little less complicated.
Fill your punch cards faster too.
Yeah, 12th doctor's visit, you get a bagel.
That's right.
Okay, I wanted to talk about my vision right after the procedure. The second I leaned back and she turned the lights on, everything in the room looked pink and kind of green in that eye, and it was blurry, like frosted glass blurry. And she explained that the blurriness was because they put gel in the eye and they put a contact lens over so that your eyelid can't blink during the procedure. So that is why it was blurry. The yellow and the green was, the pink and the green is the what did you call it? Do you remember? Photokinesis?
Didn't hear that part.
Anyway, so...
The bright light in your eye.
Yeah, it's the bright light in your eye. So your eye is reacting to a bright light just like it would if 100 flashes went off in your eye from somebody's phone. So that's why for a few seconds it's pink and green, and then that wears off right away. The other thing she did was she made the appointment with me. There's a follow-up in 2 weeks, and she made the appointment with me, and she was going to go tell reception so that I could go straight home, because Keb said he felt better going straight home, so we weren't standing around making an appointment. It's been about 4 hours since my laser procedure on my retina, and I slept for 2 hours, can you tell? And no eye makeup, I'm a vision of loveliness, I know. So I slept for a couple hours, which I had heard it makes you sleepy because that's the only way your eye can heal is when your eyes are closed. I don't know if that's true, but I did sleep for a couple hours, and now my vision is just one regular eye and one that's dilated. So that's not bad, but I do have the headache. And people talk about a headache, and I wanted to describe it. It feels like it's sort of on a line here, and down here, and then back here, but I think it feels like, in here, the back of my eye, and I don't know that I have words to describe a headache that deep, and so, yeah, I have a headache back there. I'm gonna take some more headache medicine. Some people said they had migraines. I just have this really bad headache that goes all the way through my head, and I've slept for a couple hours, so definitely take the day off of work. You don't want to be going into the office when you've had this surgery, because you're going to need to be able to just sleep off and on. My appointment time was 9. My laser surgery was just short of 10 o'clock. It took me about 45 minutes to drive home. I ate something. I think that is the Zofran I took. It makes you hungry. And now I've slept for a couple hours, so it really does just shoot the day. Some people said to do it last in the day so you can sleep and get up in the morning, but my doctor didn't have those appointment times available. Now I follow up with her in 2 weeks. Hi, today is Wednesday. I had my laser procedure on my eye on Monday, and I am going back to work. I still have a bit of a headache. I ended up missing 2 full days of work because the headache was so bad. And so I am headed back into the office today. No meetings or anything, well, maybe one. And so it's a nice mellow day, and I'm gonna just take it easy at my desk. I had my computer at home, and I wanted to answer some emails, but I struggled because the eye strain. I was better like with stuff on the TV and stuff far away than the eye strain of trying to actually read. So I think it will be a challenge today. We'll see if I make it through the whole day or if the headache gets too bad. So I was giving my advice to someone who is going to have this procedure. I might do it later in the week so that if you need to rest on Saturday and Sunday, it's no big deal. I don't think that was my doctor's schedule. I think she does her laser procedures on Mondays, so I didn't have a lot of wiggle room. But if you have some wiggle room, you might ask to have your procedure later in the week. I already have chronic headaches, so obviously having the procedure made that a lot worse. And so, you know, you need to know your body, like what are the triggers for your body. People had told me it was the bright light that gave them the headache. I didn't feel that way at all about the bright light. I felt that it was the actual pain, and I can feel pain in the back of my eye right now. And I checked with my son who had the same procedure, and he never felt any actual pain in his eye. So I guess the experience is different depending on the person and how sensitive your body is. He got super nauseated. I didn't have any nausea, but I also did pre-med. So that is all I have to say about that. I will see a doctor. I will see this doctor in 2 weeks and another eye doctor in April. And I will confirm how the surgery went. My son needed a second zapping, so we'll see. Hi, well, it is 2 weeks later after my appointment. And so I am at the eye doctor again, and she is going to look in the eye and see if the lasering did the job or not. And so this is what you do at the 2-week point. I have no pain now, no headache from it or anything. So now it's just a matter of seeing if it took or not. And we are out. My eye is all good. The lasering worked. She said she got it while it was nice and small, and so it won't take more lasering. So that is done, and I will see her in like 6 months. So we'll end it here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you soon. God bless.